Hey guys, so will SMCI go to the upside for the buyers this week? Has it shown us enough stabilization here that it's a buy now? Or you should still stay away from it? So in this video, we'll take a look at the price action. We'll see has anything changed from my last video. I'll provide a bit of a recap. If you have not checked out my last video, no problem, this video will give you all the context in that. So let's jump right into it. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So SMCI here has been collapsing for quite some time. Okay, it's just been in the downtrend. Just gonna turn on my another tool here like always, just to show you that we are like originally we turned bearish right up over here. Like this is where you should have exited if you took the long play at $41 back then. And this is where your exit was at $56. You could have shorted it, and my tools will give you all these clarities. Okay, if you are interested, the details of my tools are in the description of this video. And the short continued all the way to 33 from 56 around, and then some rebound happened, but then eventually we broke again and continued down there in the bearish structure. Easy peasy with my tools, you know what you are doing. Now here we are, right? So such a decline, right? I just turned off my tool in case you're wondering. So anyways, so yeah, we are stabilizing here. Okay, now last time I mentioned that this is the zone, $31.70 to $32.70. SMCI will have to get above that for any potential buy to happen. But the thing is that sometimes there's enough stabilization that you can get in the price action early and not wait for a potential like a proper confirmation if you want to get in early little bit. So is that's the scenario you gotta apply with the SMCI as well. So my answer to that is no. So you should not apply that scenario of getting in early with enough stabilization, especially on a stock like SMCI. If I would have seen this on Tesla, you know, this price action on Tesla stock or Nvidia stock, or big behemoths, right, which carry their reputation in the market, right, then I would have said it's okay to start a small position with this stabilization here. Okay, and you can then add more above the breakout of that zone where the technical confirmation is proper one. But this being SMCI, I would tell you that stay away from it. You can do whatever you like. As I said, I'm just sharing my opinion here. Okay. Now, SMCI is not a stock that you gotta trade it without a confirmation. Now, in this case, I'm talking about the trade to the upside. If you shorted it from 56 and all, I would suggest technically it's still bearish, but make sure you take some partial profits. We're at a zone where you gotta size down the position, cover more of your short, take more profits here. But for the buy, no, you gotta not buy right now. And at this point, you should not short more as well, actually. I'll talk about short scenarios in just a moment, but for the buy, I would suggest for SMCI wait until $32 around that zone. Now, this, as I have said in my last video as well, this stabilization is coming a little bit at the previous zones of price reactions, but this is not sufficient yet for us, because you can see now I'm on the weekly interval, and you can see weekly interval candle. Does it look strong to you? It doesn't look strong to me. It looks very, very weak. Okay, now it's just a little bit of a blip, it's a blip. So weekly interval is not showing me any confirmation. Okay, even if there's enough stabilization, if this week would have closed a little bit green strong, I would have been more like, hey, it may happen this week to the upside, so you can potentially try to trade it to the upside, but not in this case. Okay, and especially it's not like Tesla or Nvidia where, oh, it's at the bottom, it's stabilizing, it's okay to a little bit start a position with the stop loss below. But not in the case of SMCI. This is the stock that if there's only confirmation, then only gotta trade it. Otherwise, no. Now, the problem is that as if we lose 28 around this zone below, all right, if we lose this zone, that's where the problem is, the next leg of problems. So what is that problem, you ask? So that will make it in leg lower to $25, $22, and maybe $17 as well. And that's why I'm saying that, because this is, it doesn't have that momentum, it doesn't have that market influence, you should not trade it without a proper confirmation. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I had for you in this video. Interested in my tools? If you are, details are in the description of this video. All right, guys, with that, see you in the next videos. Take care. Bye.